Here's something most of us believe that is completely wrong. That multitasking makes us more productive. We wear it like a badge of honor. We list it on our CVs. We pride ourselves on being able to judge 10 things at once. But here's one truth. Multitasking isn't a skill. It's a myth. And it might be quietly destroying your ability to do your best work. Today, I'm going to show you what's actually happening in your brain when you multitask, why it costs you far more than you think, and most importantly, exactly how to break the habit and replace it with something that actually works. So let's get into it. Section 1. The multitasking myth. Let's start with the science because it's genuinely surprising. Your brain cannot actually do two cognitive tasks at the same time. What feels like multitasking is really rapid task switching. Your brain toggling back and forth between tasks at high speed, and every single time it switches, there's a cost. Researchers at the American Psychological Association have studied this extensively. They found that task switching creates what they call switching costs. Brief mental blocks that add up every time your attention shifts. In total, this can reduce your productive output by up to 40%. Think about what that means. If you work an 8-hour day while multitasking, you might be getting the effective output of less than 5 hours. The rest is switching cost. And it gets worse. A study from the University of London found that multitasking with electronic devices caused participants' IQ to drop by up to 15 points in the moment, comparable to the effect of losing a night of sleep. We think multitasking makes us sharper. The data says the opposite. Section 2. Why we multitask anyway. So, if multitasking is so harmful, why do we keep doing it? A few reasons. First, it feels productive. When you are toggling between email, a project, and a Slack conversation, you feel busy. And busy feels like progress, even when it isn't. Second, notifications are designed to pull your attention. Every ping, badge, and banner is an engineered interruption. The apps on your phone and computer are built by teams of people whose job is to pull you away from what you are doing. You're not weak. You're up against a billion-dollar attention company. Third, we have normalized it. Open plan offices, always on communication culture, and the expectation of instant replies have made constant task switching feel not just normal, but expected. Many workplaces accidentally reward it. Understanding why we multitask is the first step to breaking the habit, because the solution isn't just willpower, it's redesigning your environment. Section 3. The real cost of task switching. Beyond the productivity numbers, there are real human costs to chronic multitasking that don't show up in studies, but you probably feel them. Mental fatigue. Constant context switching is exhausting. It drains your cognitive reserves faster than focused work, leaving you tired by midday even if you haven't done anything particularly demanding. Lower quality work. Divided attention produces divided results. The report you write while watching some TV show is never good as the one you wrote in 2 hours of complete focus. Increased stress. Research consistently links multitasking to higher cortisol levels, your body's primary stress hormone. The fragmented, reactive feeling of always being pulled in multiple directions is genuinely stressful on a psychological level. Loss of depth. Perhaps most importantly, the more you multitask, the harder focused thinking becomes. You start to lose tolerance for single tasks. Silence feels uncomfortable. Deep reading feels hard. Your attention span quietly shrinks. This isn't just a productivity issue. It's a quality of thinking issue. Section 4. How to stop multitasking. Alright. Let's talk about how to actually fix this. Here are 6 strategies that work. Strategy 1. Single task by design. The most powerful thing you can do is commit to one task at a time and remove everything else from your field of view. Close the extra tabs. Put your phone in another room. Use full screen mode. Make it physically impossible to multitask by removing the options. Out of sight generally means out of mind when it comes to digital distractions. Strategy 2. Use time blocking. Give every task its own dedicated window of time on your calendar. When you're in a writing blog, you write. When you're in an email blog, you do email. The structure removes the temptation to switch because everything has its time. And right now, this is the time for this. Strategy 3. Tame your notifications. Turn off every notification that isn't genuinely urgent. Email, social media, news apps, all of it. Check them on your schedule, not theirs. Batch your communication into 2 or 3 dedicated windows per day rather than responding reactively all day long. This single change can dramatically reduce the cognitive interruptions that drive task switching. Strategy 4. Use the capture and continue method. One reason we multitask is that thoughts pop up mid-task. An email we need to send, a bill we need to pay, something we don't want to forget. Instead of acting on it immediately, write it down on a notepad or in your notes app and return to what you were doing. You have captured it. It won't be lost. Your brain can let go and refocus. Strategy 5. Work in focused sprints. Use a method like the Pomodoro technique. 25 minutes of complete focus followed by a 5-minute break. The time constraints creates urgency and makes it easier to resist the pull of other tasks. You can check everything after the sprint. For now, just this. Strategy 6. Rebuild your attention span gradually. If you've been a heavy multitasker, focused work can feel genuinely uncomfortable at first. Your brain will reach for stimulation. That's normal. It's just a habit. Start with shorter focus blocks and build up. 10 minutes of complete focus is a win if you have been fragmented all day. Treat attention like a muscle. It's strengthened with consistent, deliberate practice. Section 5. What to do instead. Encouraging forward looking. The opposite of multitasking isn't doing less. It's doing one thing fully and then moving on to the next. It's what Carl Newport calls deep work. The ability to focus without distraction on a cognitively demanding task. It's what produces your best thinking, your best writing, your best creative output. The people who produce remarkable work, writers, scientists, designers, leaders, are almost never multitaskers. They're monotaskers. They protect their focus fiercely, do the hard thing first, and give it everything they have. That kind of work is available to you too, but it requires choosing it actively and repeatedly over the easier pull of busyness. Multitasking feels like productivity, but it's actually one of the most expensive habits you can have, costing you output, quality, energy, and over time your ability to think deeply. The good news, it's a habit, and habits can be changed. Start with one focus session today. Close the tabs, silence the phone, pick one thing. Do it completely. See how different that feels. If this was useful, hit a like and subscribe button. I post practical, calm content about focus and productivity every week. And drop a comment below. What's your biggest multitasking trigger? Is it your phone, email, or something else? Let me know. I would love to hear that. Until next time, do one thing and do it well. Bye.